Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Flyer69 coming at you guys today with episode number 2 of the Vancouver Canucks NHL 23 Franchise Mode series. I'm gonna be honest, this took me 4 to 5 days to finally fucking sit down and do it. I've been trying, okay? It wasn't supposed to take this long to get the second episode done. I was supposed to have it probably done a week ago, but every time I've tried to sit down and get the Canucks specifically done, something pops up and I do something else. It's just every time. Finally, we've gotten to sit down. Finally, there's been no interruptions so far. We're now filming episode 2, and where we left off, it's been a week. It's been actually a lot longer than that. It's been like 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I've done this, so I'm going to need a little bit of a refresher. We are currently 16, 17, and 3. In our last 10, we are 4, 5, and 1. And I know last episode we did trade JT Miller. We did a big trade. I'm trying to remember what all we got for him now. We've traded him to the... New Jersey. We traded him to New Jersey and Alexander Holtz in the AHL. He's having a nice little year. 6 goals, 15 assists, a -1. He's doing pretty solid for himself. I still think he might need to finish the year, or maybe second half of the year he comes up. Maybe we'll see. Aturati, we got out of the... obviously, I didn't get him, but they got him for the Bo Horvat trade, so that's going to be looking quite nice for us. Like I said last episode, I generally believe there's not a whole lot of big changes needed here in Vancouver. Just a little bit of minor changes. And we still need to blow up a little bit. We still need to blow it up a little bit. We still probably are going to... remember, the trade deadline is going to be this episode, so it's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of things unpacked this episode. Besser might be gone. Hronik, we're going to probably try maybe trade, but yet again, I would maybe like to keep him around. Garland could be gone. Mikheyev could be gone. We're going to do a little bit of these moves to kind of create a little more cap space and get maybe better team-friendly contracts and maybe get more prospects. Kind of build towards the future. No guarantee all those players are going away. I'm just saying they're potentially going to go away. No guarantee they are. And as we can see, the Devils, they are currently in a playoff spot holding a wild card spot. I love to see at the bottom who it is. It is the Flyers. So that would be quite nice in real life if they would start losing games again. That would be quite nice if they would stop winning. That would be just fantastic. But, they're winning a little too much, and I'm not a big fan of that. So currently right now, I think we are 7th best odds for the number 1 pick. Obviously, we're in the Bedard sweepstakes. I want to be in the Bedard sweepstakes, or at least in consideration of the top 5. That's where I really want to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are 8th. We're the 8th best odds to get the number 1 overall pick. We're currently tied with the Sens, the Wild are right there. So, I mean, it's a pretty close race. And we still have a long ways of the season. We're not even halfway yet. I mean, we got a long ways to go. Shit can change. We can get into a playoff spot. I mean, theoretically, we could get into a playoff spot. We have 2 games in hand over the Oilers, and we're only 4 points out. So, hypothetically, we can still make the playoffs. It's very much a possibility. Let's just go into player stats here real quick. Andrei Kuzmenko is our top points getter right now at 35 points in 36 games with 12 goals and 23 assists. And Quinn Hughes right below him, 34 points in 36 games. Absolute stud he's been this year. Beauty. There's something about that the Hughes gene pool over there. Jack Hughes, Luke Hughes, Quinn Hughes. They're all dogs. Every single one of them are... I don't get it. I don't understand how all of them are so good. It's just crazy to me. Connor Garland's having a great year. So is Brock Besser. Mikheyev's actually having a pretty solid season. 18 points in 36 games. Elias Pettersson, 18 points in 25 games. He did get hurt, which is why he has less games played than everybody else. Basley Podkolzin, yeah, then there's a drop-off. 13 points in 36 games. We need to see more production out of Podkolzin. He's young. He needs to be a part of this rebuild for the future. He needs to be stepping up a little bit. We need to maybe give him more minutes, see what happens. And obviously Thatcher Demko, 903 save percentage and a 302 goals against. It's not the best, but it could be a lot worse. I mean, he doesn't have that great of a defensive core in front of him, so that's going to be quite interesting. Also, defensively, we really need to maybe take a big stance after this, because Quinn Hughes, don't get me wrong, good player. Good player, he's just not great defensively. So if we can maybe find a guy, whether it be through the draft, maybe through free agency, whatever, we need to find ourselves a guy who could be a defensive defenseman that can pair alongside with Quinn Hughes and have an absolute shutdown first line. That is my goal here for the future. That would be great. Hronik's probably going to get traded more than likely. More than likely, Dermott, I would probably like to keep around for a little while, but yet again, we need to clear up some cap space for sure. We easily need to create cap space. So that's a mission of ours here coming to this trade deadline, which is approaching very, very soon. So let's get to simming. I mean, might as well. I've been blabbering on long enough. We're finishing this season out, this episode, so let's get going. I do not want Victor Arvidsson. I am not trading a second and a third round pick unless it's for a long-term asset that's going to be a part of us for a long time. Only way I'm doing that. Oh, I mean, we're winning some games right now. I mean, we are winning some games. We're 2 points off of a playoff spot. I mean, it's very much possible that we can make a playoff spot right now. Okay, that is. I just don't know if that is how. What is the word I'm looking for? Is that just a showcase of how bad the West is, or we are just decent? I think it's more so just showing how bad the Western Conference is when your best team in the conference is the Sharks. The Ducks are third. I mean, we could easily jump in the third in the goddamn conference division. Sheesh. I mean, yeah, literally, we're like the 10th worst team in the league right now. But yet again, we're only 2 points out of a playoff spot. 5-5 in our last 10. 21-20-3. I mean, the offense is clicking clearly. Defensively seems to be quite decent. Thatcher Demko's been very, very solid besides, this game and this game. But the rest of them, he's been very good. Okay, that's a good sight to see. Let's just keep moving forward. All right, draft class, we'll look at that in a little bit. We beat the Avalanche. We lose to the Oilers. So that's actually quite a big game, that game there against the Oilers, and we lost. We lose to the Blackhawks, but beat the Kraken and lose in a shootout to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they are at the All-Star break. We're currently sitting 23-22-4. And how far are we from a playoff spot now? We are 3 points, if I'm correct. I just saw 3 points? 3 points, because the Coyote... That just shows how bad the West is. The Coyotes, 23-20-7, 53 points. They're in a playoff spot. They are in a playoff spot. That is wild. That is just wild. Quinn Hughes is now our top point getter right now. 5 goals, 42 assists. Have yourself a year, buddy. Atta boy, Quinn. I mean, how's Elias Pettersson? 27 points in 38 games. Honestly, I need to see him do better. I really want to see Elias Pettersson do better. I genuinely believe he can do better. Besser's having a hell of a year. Do not get me wrong. He's having a really, really strong year. But I genuinely believe Pettersson just needs to be better. I don't get me wrong. This could be me setting really high expectations for him. But right now, he's a negative 14 on the plus minus. 27 points in 38 games. Honestly, I expect that to be a little better. That's just higher expectations for him. I know that's still a good year. Do not get me wrong. That's still a good year. But, of our expectations for our franchise guy, I would like to see that be a little better because he's getting outperformed by his line mates, Kuzmenko and Besser. We need him to do better. He's just getting outperformed by his line mates. Literally, he's also played less games, so you can say that is the reason why they have more points. It's just a fair assessment, but still, I'd just like to see him play a little better. I think that would just be huge for us. Let's look at the AHL real quick. How is Holtz doing right now? Alexander Holtz, 29 points in 45 games. Linus Karlsson, don't care. Atu Rati, how about him? 23 points in 45 games. Anyone else we really need to be keeping tabs on here defensively, maybe? Philip Johansson. I mean, he could be a nice little defense. He's a nice little defenseman we got here. Okay, he's a nice little defenseman. All right, that's the only one we really need to worry about. And then, is Michael DiPietro? Oh, he's not even playing in the AHL. I don't even know where he is. He might not even be on Vancouver anymore. That's a possibility. They could have traded him. Good chance of that. Very good chance of that. What's the AHL record? We are 23-22. Okay, they're not bad. All right, not bad. All right, I just want to go to the view contracts. Do we have anyone on the books that need a contract coming up? Ethan Bear, Travis Dermott, Kravitsov. We only have $7 million cap space for next season. And you go to next year's cap hits. Who are the biggest? Beauvillier, that's probably a contract I want to get off the books. OEL, yeah, that's a big one, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. We can try, but I don't know. Besser, Tyler Myers, I mean, his comes off the books after next season. Kuzmenko, I mean, that's a good deal for him, so I don't care. Garland, I think that's a contract we can easily move. Mikheyev, that's a contract we can easily move. Hronek, that's a contract we can easily move. So a lot of these isn't that real big of a deal. I mean, Besser, honestly, now I'm looking at this, I'm leaning more towards not trading Besser because if we want to get good quicker, I know we can get quite a haul for him. But, if we want to get good quicker, I think that's a piece you want to keep around. Unless the trade coming back is absolutely you can't deny, then yeah, I think that would be, only way maybe I do trade Besser, but I'll maybe explore, but I don't believe we are going to be trading him as we're on a point streak right now. We are very much on a point streak. We might very much take that wild card spot. I mean, we might. We very much. I mean, we're winning a lot of games right now. We're winning. We're winners. Holy shit, we have a plus 500 record. We lose to the Predators. Okay, this is just EA Sports going crazy right now. We beat the Blues. We got a big game. Neil Yakupov. Hold on now. Neil Yakupov. And we're in a playoff spot. Okay. This pisses me off a little bit. We're 30, 24, and 6. In turns, we won 30, lost 30. We're 6-2-2 in our last 10. I guess we're good. I guess we're good. I think we're not going to be in the Bedard sweepstakes. I think that is safe to say. I think we're a little too good. Not happy about that. I'm not. We wanted to rebuild, but that is not going our way. So what do we do come this trade deadline? We need to free up cap space. I think we can't lose the plot. Just because we're doing good, I think we need to remember what is kind of needed here in Vancouver. We kind of need to free up money. We need to find ways to free up money. And Mikheyev probably have to go. Garland, maybe that could be an off-season move, maybe. I mean, OEL, good luck getting rid of that contract. I mean, let's just in this Wild game, and we got to really assess what's going on. We do lose to the Wild, but we're still in a playoff spot. We're in a race with the Oilers, and we are tied, but yet again, we have a game in hand. Listen, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind making playoffs, as it would be good for the team to gather experience, get ready for the next year when we can maybe go a little bit more all in, put some pieces around Pettersson, Hughes, and everybody. It would be more, beneficial. But I still genuinely believe we need to maybe trade pieces away because we are not really close to contending, and there's a lot of holes in this team, and we really need to address these holes. So let's just look at our stats right now. Goals for per game, 287. That needs to be a lot higher. That just needs to be a lot higher. Goals against, a 321. That's also quite high. Power play percentage, 16.4. A lot of these stats are not good, and I do not understand why we are good. Penalty kill, 81%. So why are we doing good? If our goals for is low, our goals against is high, well, how are we doing good? It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Quinn Hughes is starting to take it a step up. He's got over a point per game, 11 goals, 55 assists, 66 points on the season for Quinn Hughes. Dog. That's what he is. Brock Besser, 52 points in 61 games. Pettersson has picked it up. After I've been saying Elias Pettersson, I expect more from him. He's gotten better. 41 points in 50 games. I'll take that. And it's a -9 now, not -14. We'll take that. Now, but this is a very crucial trade deadline because obviously it's the first one in this franchise mode. But what exactly are we doing? Probably still going to sell just because we're in a playoff spot doesn't mean we should maybe buy in, because we still need money. We still need cap space to have a future and be really good for the long term. We can't be viewing with these short-term goggles where we are just so focused on the short term affecting our long-term, success and sustainability. We need to be good in the future. Yes, it's kind of nice to be good right now. There's talent here to be good. We just need to think about in a future aspect. We just can't be, I can't just go and buy in right now because I think we're way too many pieces away from it, and two, it just doesn't make sense yet again. Long term, money, we're kind of tight. We have a lot of bad contracts. We need to get these off. And that's the goal of this trade deadline, and we're going to do that right now. We're going to be a conservative seller. I'm going to be conservative with this. First order of business for sure is looking Mikheyev. Get him out of here, or Garland. How long's Garland's contract anyway? It's like, 4 years, 4.8? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Good player. 39 points, 61 games played. Still a solid player. But just might need to get that contract off the books. Actually, Hronek's got quite high trade value, and he's been shit. So if anything, Hronek should go. Get a lot of assets out of him. Get that contract off the books. That is probably what I should do. Amirov, that wouldn't be bad. Amirov for Hronek. Maybe Matthew Nyes. Okay, Blake. I don't want Blake Wheeler. So we can get 2 seconds out of Arizona, but they're both next year, which is okay. We get a second and a third in Cody Eakin. I do not want Cody Eakin, nor do I want Darnell Nurse. Yeah, because we're trying to free up money, not strap ourselves. So okay, I kind of like the Leafs offer a second and a good prospect. I do like this because either way, we're getting probably a player better than Hronek right now. Yeah, Amirov. How good's Amirov? What are we looking at here with Amirov? Rodion Amirov. I mean, he's not bad. Not bad. I just don't know who would be better. That is true, too. I just don't know who would be better. I have Matthew Knies and him. I think I'm butchering his name anyway. But, I mean, there's potential here. I mean, the Leafs want to be all in, which makes sense for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They need to be all in. Any chance I can maybe get a first-round pick? Just any chance of that? That's what I really... Oh, we can get a first. Oh, yeah, we can get a first. We can definitely get a first, and then we get it. Maybe take a player back in return. Maybe instead of the 4th rounder, maybe we can take... I don't know. Let's see. Alexander Kerfoot? I mean, I wouldn't mind that. Kerfoot, because couldn't he play center? No? Okay, never mind then. He used to play center, did he not? I'm pretty sure he used to. You get Kerfoot. How good of a season? I mean, he's not really doing much for him. A first, a 4th. I would take this right now. I would take... Okay, easy. All right, well... What a turn of events. The Canucks traded a first-round pick for Filip Hronek to the Red Wings. The Islanders pick specifically. And then we just traded Hronek for Kerfoot, a 4th, and a first. We got the first-round pick back. It's going to be, a later first-round pick than what the Islanders would have. But, hey, we got more draft capital. That's a good thing. Now we have a second first-round pick for this upcoming draft. That is huge. Yeah, Besser's probably not going to go anywhere unless the trade package is huge. We might look at that in a little bit, but we have other areas of concern to look at, meaning Ilya Mikheyev. Look at his trade offers that we can get a 2nd and 4th and Nate Thompson. I don't hate that. I don't hate that one bit. Victor Rask, a 3rd, a 4th. 2 seconds from the Rangers. I like that. I like that because you're making the Rangers cap strapped. I like that a lot. If you guys know me, I'm a Flyers fan. I do not like the Rangers. I'm making them cap strapped. They do get a solid player. That makes it even harder for them to get Patrick Kane in the offseason. Thinking this long term. I'm plotting my revenge against these sons of bitches. I mean, he's got what? 31 points in 61 games? Okay. I'll take the 2 seconds. I'm cool with this. I'm taking this deal. 2 seconds for Ilya Mikheyev. Get that contract off the books. We freed up a lot of cap space for next season. A combined almost $9 million. Almost 9. Maybe a little over 9 now. This is a good start. This is a great start. I mean, to be fair, Hronek's contract would have been up after next season, but he would have wanted a big extension. Not worth it. Really not worth it. He's just not. Who else? I mean, I said Garland, but do we really want to trade Garland? What about any other, maybe smaller pieces that I would be maybe Anthony Beauvillier or OEL? I mean, I'll fucking take this. I'm completely okay with getting rid of Beauvillier to dump that $4 million. I mean, is he even doing anything for us? He's got 22 points. Mid. Okay, what about OEL? I know this contract. Good luck getting this off the books. Good luck. Maybe someone's dumb enough. There's a team dumb enough. Okay, that's a good sight. There is a team dumb enough. Now, should I? I mean, this is probably who I probably should have traded to begin with. The Sharks want him. Okay. And OEL is bad, so I mean, this would help us maybe even get better. Should I I mean, the options are there to get rid of them. I mean, theoretically, if I'm a GM and I see these trades, I'm definitely taking one of these for sure just to get the contract off, and I'm doing it. I don't care. We just need the contract off the books. I personally maybe don't want to trade Connor Garland because, like I said, I believe we can be good quite soon. I'm just thinking we just need to create money. We simply just need to create cap space, and that's what we're doing right now. Garland 4.8 times 4. I'm kind of cool with him staying. Besser, he ain't going to go nowhere. We're probably just going to have to, I am maybe willing to make a trade right now for maybe a solid plug-in defenseman that can kind of fill the void that we could be missing with, trading away 2 defensemen, even though they were both not doing anything for us. But still, it would help us, having another just maybe somewhat decent defender coming in. Lawton wouldn't be bad, but yet again, I don't want that huge. I mean, it's not even that big of a contract, but you get what I mean. We can just keep Tyler Myers. It's not that big of a deal. Defenseman Brandon McNabb, don't want him. Justin Braun. I think Braun would be an actually quality addition. I mean, it's probably what I'm looking for. Short-term rental piece. Kind of just a plug-in player. I don't want to give up too many assets. I'm cool with maybe getting rid of a next year 6th. I mean, he's not really worth much. Rejected. All right, what about a 5th? What about a 5th for next year? Yet again, Justin Braun's not worth much. I know his value. I've watched him play for the Flyers long enough. He's not worth much. So don't get your hopes high a little too much here, Philly. Listen. You can't fool me. I'm familiar with his game. You can't fool me. Thank you. We bring in Justin Braun. A 5th and a 7th, that's worth it. That is worth it because let's hypothetically say we still make playoffs. We still make playoffs. I would like to be somewhat competitive. I think Justin Braun can help with that a little bit. So getting Justin Braun by trading low draft picks, that's fine. I don't really care. And plus his contract's up at the end of the year. We don't need to re-sign him. We can focus this offseason with all the cap space we are going to have on focusing on signing a defenseman that could be quality for us. That is kind of the goal that we kind of have right now. Maybe Tim Heed wouldn't be a bad addition. He might not be a bad addition. A nice little plug-in player. He could just, fill the void. Basically replace the defenseman we just literally traded. He's actually got he's having a quite a solid sim. Offensive defenseman. Really don't need offensive defenseman. I want to see defensemen we have right now. Would anyone be coming up from like, whoa, boy, no, they didn't want that. Okay, defenseman. Would there anyone coming up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We don't need to bring in any more defensemen. We're fine. I'm cool with what we got here. Any maybe forwards I would like to maybe bring in? I doubt it, to be honest. I mean, the contract has to be cheap. And it has to make sense for us. Andreas Athanasiou, no. I don't really want Lawton. A little bit too many years. Brendan Gallagher. Silverberg, nah. I think we're good. I like all the moves we've made. I don't think there's anything else I really want to make. Because I can just bring up Holtz right now. I probably am going to bring up Holtz. I mean, we do need centers. But yet again, we can address that in the offseason. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm kind of good with, Jack Studnicka. He's actually having a solid season. So, yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Kravitsov, he's been quite mid. I'd be okay with trading him depending on what the return is. I'm just curious. What is Kravitsov's return? Just out of curiosity, what would be the return for Vitaly Kravitsov? I can get a second-round pick out of him. I think that is a W in my opinion. If I can get a second-round pick out of Vitaly Kravitsov and go from there, because I don't think he's going to amount to anything. I know he's still young. I understand he's still young. Maybe we can save him and maybe use him in a trade package for something in the offseason. Maybe. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I generally believe Kravitsov's just not going to be a difference maker for this team. I don't believe so. I don't have that much faith in him. I've seen his sims before. He doesn't really amount to anything. I think we can do better. Even with a second-round pick, I don't know if they'll be much better than him. That's another thing. Would a second-round pick, that second-round prospect, be any better than Vitaly Kravitsov? You know what? We hang on to him. I think we hang on to him. He's still young. He has really good shooting stats. Let's just hang on to him. No need to get rid of him right yet. If he sucks next year, then you get rid of him. Or maybe 2 years from now. We don't necessarily need to get rid of him right now. No, there's not a huge need for that. Nope, not at all. I think we're good. Yep, I'm happy with the trade deadline. We traded away some big contracts. OEL, gone. We could bring in, I got a little bit, I don't want that contract. We traded Mikheyev. We traded OEL. And who was the other one? Who was the other one we traded? Mikheyev, OEL. Who the fuck was it? I'm going blank. Hold on now. Hold on now. Hronek, that's right. It was Hronek. And that's a W getting him off the books because, one, he wasn't very good for us. He just wasn't. I mean, he didn't have good sims. He wasn't really doing anything for us. So, if anything, watch us get better with these moves. That would be hilarious if we did. I would piss myself if that was actually the case. Jack Rathbone, I think you got to come out, buddy. I think you're dog shit. Yeah, I think you got to come out, pal. Yeah, alright, that works fine. I do want Besser up here, and then you can maybe do... Oh, yeah, we did trade Mikheyev away, so we do need someone to fill up that second line center spot. I mean, Studnicka's been pretty good. Maybe just don't use Podkolzin in the second line. Maybe. Or maybe do Grant, something along them lines. Nah, Podkolzin... I don't think we're going to get much better. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't believe so. I guess we could do Kerfoot. Yeah, I think Kerfoot would be better here for the third line. I just need some of these young kids to play. So I'm going to put Kravtsov third line, maybe Hoglander. Or do you want to give... I think we need to give Holtz a shot. I think we just give... Let's just bring him up. Let's bring up Alexander Holtz. Maybe he can play second line. Maybe third line. We'll see. I think it would be smart just to bring him up, let him play the rest of the season. We have a lot of defensemen we can drop down. Not that big of a deal. Boom. Drop Juleson down. Bring up Alexander Holtz. Make his debut for the Vancouver Canucks. I think he'll, yet again, he's going to be a great piece for the future of this team. We need him to be great for this team. We really need him to be great. I need Grant to play. He'll be that nice, little, tough, gritty bastard. Tanner Pearson, he's been shit. We can take him out. We're not missing much by having him play or taking him out. So, Alexander Holtz. +2. Okay, here we go. They got Holtz, Studnicka, Garland, Podkolzin, Kerfoot, Kravtsov, Hoglander, Grant, Beauvillier. Beautiful. Okay, and then Demko and Bernier. All right, we're good. I like it. Power play. Pedersen, Hughes, yep. And, oh boy. Woo! That is one hell of a power play, ain't it? That is one hell of a power play. If anything, we should maybe put Garland over there. We can bring over Beauvillier. Beauvillier ain't going to be playing on the power play. It'll be Alexander Holtz playing on the power play. Put him with us on the first pairing. Garland, I would probably put Kerfoot as the center. Put Studnicka, and then we take off one of those poverty-ass defensemen. Yeah, here we go. Now we're cooking. Just let me fix this all together. Looks a little better, I'd say. Does look a little better. Yeah, we'll rock with this. Our forward lines, yeah, we're weak right now. I mean, we just made a bunch of moves. Now let's look at the cap space we're going to have going into this upcoming offseason. Now let's take a look. There we go, 20.6 mil. That's what we love to see. Love to see it. We needed that. We absolutely needed that. Free up that cap space, yes sir. And now we're sitting pretty going into the off season. We got money to be able to make moves. If we make playoffs, we make playoffs. If we don't. Not that big of a deal. We didn't expect ourselves to be even in this position right now. So let's be blessed and fortunate that we are. Do we beat the Leafs? We do beat the Leafs. With the first game after all the big moves. Ooh, Alexander Holtz out. He'll be back quite relatively quick, so we're just going to replace him. Not that big. Oh, we're winning. Oh, we're winning games. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, shit. That ain't good. Elias Pettersson out until April 1st. We don't have any more centers now. Like, true centers, we do not have any. Nope. I gotta cook on these lines. Let me cook real quick. Well, here are the lines. Not crazy for them. Not one bit. Yeah. Well, you can tell down the middle we are quite weak. Very weak down the middle. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. We have a -2 on the fourth line with Philip DeSheppy, however the fuck you say his name. Yeah, this ain't good. This is not good. Well. We were doing good. We were winning games. Now, obviously, we lose two big... I mean, Holtz was doing great for us. 3 points in 2 games. I mean, what a stud. That hurts a little bit. However, we will prevail. I believe so. I think we'll prevail and get over the better side of this. I believe. Holt should be coming back in no time soon, so see what we can do with him. We do beat the Coyotes 5-2. That's a big one. We're not going to rush Holtz back. We need to have him fully rested and healed, and we are still winning games. We are still very much winning games. Oh boy. We might actually win the division. We might actually win division and make the playoffs. Okay. This is EA Sports for you. We're 9-1 in our last 10, and you saw the trades we did and at the deadline. We should not be this good. We should not be this good. Jack Studnicka might be a dog. He might be a dog. He might have that dog in him. He very much might. Now I gotta fix the lines again so we get Alexander Holtz playing. Let me go do that now. Alright, well, we got Studnicka. Still the same first line. Only big changes is Holtz is now playing second line Podkolzin and Garland. I think Podkolzin has been getting slowly better. I think he has been just a little bit slowly getting better. Kerfoot, he's got 4 points in 10 games. I just looked. He's been doing pretty nice for us. Grant's our third line center. Then Vitaly Kravitsov, Pearson, Beauvillier, Niels Hoglander. Fourth line defensively, still the same besides the injuries where we can't use Justin Braun. So we got in there Tucker Pullman. So maybe Tucker can hold it down. Maybe not. Let's see. I mean, we have a big game here against the Stars. The Stars are really good. So are we, apparently. I think it's safe to say we're making playoffs. And we beat the Stars. Okay, yeah. I think this basically confirmed that, boys, we got some playoff hockey here in Vancouver. Year one, look at me. Hey, look at us. Look at us. I made this team to a playoff team. Look at me go. We beat the Blackhawks, and Elias Pettersson is back. I have to drop someone now down to the AHL. It's probably going to be Harrington or someone useless. DeSheppy. Yeah, drop his ass down. I'm not bringing Elias Pettersson up right yet because he's still hurt. Okay. Well, now he's gonna have to come back. So let me go do this real quick. I like this. I just kind of did head coach edit lines, and this is basically what it came out to, and I like it. Holt, Studnicka, Garland, Besser, Pettersson, Kuzmenko, Pierce. I mean, this might be the only change. Hoglander, Podkolzin, Kravitsov, Pearson, Kerfoot, and Beauvillier. That's about the only changes, and Braun's back now too. Okay, here we go. We got Justin Braun back. Okay, we're now sitting in a good spot. We're definitely making playoffs for whatever fucking reason. Whatever. We do lose 2 in a row when we conveniently get Elias Pettersson back. I don't get it, but it is what it is. We do beat the Blackhawks. We're just going to sim up to this Kings game, plug Derek Grant back into the lineup, and I do believe we just clinched the playoff spot. Yep, we clinched the playoff spot. Holy shit. 94 points on the season. 44, 29, and 6. I thought for sure with the moves that we made at the deadline, we were not going to be good. No, I didn't think we were going to be. Well, boy, was I wrong. Look at us now. I don't know why we're doing so good, but I guess I'll take it. I mean, Podkolzin's playing better. I remember I was about to trade Vitaly Kravitsov. He's starting to put it together a little better. I love to see that. Beauvillier's playing better. Alexander Kerfoot's been playing pretty good for us. 8 points in 18 games for fourth liner. I'm going to take that. I'm definitely going to take that. Tucker Pullman's temporarily playing that position he's not going to stay there much longer. Just bring up Braun? Yeah, that works. Boom. There you go. Wow, I just can't believe the position we're in. We're going to be playing either the Flames or the Kraken. I hope it's the Kraken. I hope Seattle somehow sneaks in. We lose in a shootout to the Kings. We do lose 2-1 to the Ducks in our last game of the season against the Arizona Coyotes. Is it confirmed? Oh, no. If the Kraken win, we might get that Battle of the Pacific Northwest. The Kraken and Canucks for the first year playoff round 1 matchup. I fuck with that. I hope they do win. Let's see. Are we going to be taking on the Kraken or the Flames in the first round? We are. Ooh, okay. We got the Kraken. We got the Seattle. Wow. 10-0 in their last 10, the Seattle Kraken. So they're hot. They are hot, and we are struggling. We lost our last 3. Ooh, okay. So Seattle makes playoffs. So does Buffalo. About damn time. Buffalo made the playoffs. Winnipeg made it. Minnesota made it. The fucking Sharks made it. Okay. Oilers missed. The Penguins missed. The Bruins by the 1 seed. Am I shocked? No, but I'm shocked we made playoffs. I am shocked we made playoffs, finishing the year 44, 31, and 7 on 95 points. Goals for went up after those trades, and our goals against went down. Probably because we traded two useless defenders, OEL and Hronik. Definitely why. And clearly the defense got better when we got rid of those, traffic cones. Absolute good for nothing. So, yeah, we're in a playoff spot. I simply kind of can't believe it. We're the 12th best team in the league. Power play percentage was meh. I mean, I'm just still trying to grasp my head around we made playoffs. I hope you guys didn't hear that. I gotta regroup for a second. I just don't get how we did it. 87 points. He might win the Norris. Quinn Hughes might win the Norris. Is that most points by defenseman on the season? Is that the most points? It is. I think he's probably winning the Norris. He's a plus 21. I could see Kale, though. I could see Kale winning. He has a plus 31. John Carlson as well. I hope Quinn's up there in the running for it, man. He had a hell of a year. 87 points, 13 goals, 74 assists. Absolute stud as our franchise defenseman. Where is Demko? 912 save percentage, 276. He really turned his season around. I think probably because the team turned the season around, to be fair. So not just him. Everyone collectively got better. That's a great sight. Demko did phenomenal. For a while there, he was working with a Mickey Mouse fraudulent might team in front of him. So, it's a great sight. Great sight seeing it. Going into the playoffs, these are our lines taking on the red-hot Seattle Kraken. Okay, that's very compelling. I just can't believe we made playoffs. Can't fucking believe it, but we did. And we are going to be taking on the Kraken in the first round. Battle of the Pacific Northwest. Maybe start this rivalry off hot. Maybe, maybe not. We're going to see what happens next episode. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in 4 minutes.